As the world's sixth most populous country, Pakistan has long been seen as an economic powerhouse in South Asia. However, recent years have seen the country's economy struggle to keep up with the needs of its people. From skyrocketing inflation to high unemployment rates, Pakistan's economic woes have left many wondering if the country will ever be able to regain its footing. In this video, we will take a deep dive into the shameful reality of Pakistan's failing economy and explore what can be done to turn things around. Pakistan, a country with a population of 230 million and the 23rd largest economy in the world by purchasing power parity. However, what's happening in Pakistan is not just another economic collapse experienced by advanced economies. It is a situation that could lead to mass starvation for the world's fifth largest population. Beyond the potential for human suffering, Pakistan's economic struggles have far-reaching consequences due to its central role in China's Belt and Road Initiative, the largest foreign workforce, and the billions of dollars sent home every year. Additionally, Pakistan's relationship with India, a major economic power in the region, adds another layer of complexity to this situation. This video aims to provide insight into Pakistan's economic issues and how they could impact not just the country, but also the global economy. As we delve into Pakistan's current economic crisis, it's important to note that while there are similarities with other struggling economies, the differences in Pakistan's situation are critical. With a population of 230 million and a significant influence on the region, including being the world's sixth largest nuclear power, the ramifications of an economic collapse could be dire. We don't want to fearmonger, but the potential consequences are too great to ignore. So how did Pakistan get here? And what does it mean for the surrounding economic landscape? And most importantly, what solutions are being implemented to try and turn the economy around? Let's find out. It's a common misconception that low-income or developing economies are doomed to suffer endless economic catastrophes. While there is some truth to this, it's important to consider the specific factors at play in each situation. Established global economies like Japan have advantages in borrowing money, such as being able to borrow in their own currency and having wealthy citizens to invest in their government. They also have large currency reserves to ensure that investors feel secure. In contrast, Pakistan's lower-income population makes it difficult to borrow money domestically, and international institutions are hesitant to make loans in Pakistani rupees due to foreign exchange rate risk. As a result, Pakistan has had to take out loans in foreign currencies like the US dollar or Chinese RMB, which come with higher interest rates and political strings attached. This puts the country at risk of its currency being devalued and its exports losing demand, among other things. While good economic management and political stability can help advanced nations avoid crises, even established economies like the UK can make poor decisions. Developed economies have a significant advantage in their ability to handle economic crises due to their secure and low-cost borrowing from a wide range of investors. Additionally, citizens in these countries are generally less vulnerable to economic downturns, although they may still face job losses and reduced quality of life. Developed economies also have highly value-added exports to offer the global market, making their devalued currencies more competitive and boosting foreign income. However, countries like Pakistan struggle to produce commodities like rice and linens as efficiently as industrial agricultural centers due to their heavy reliance on imports to sustain their basic industries. Moreover, Pakistan faces significant challenges in attracting high-value tourism due to its reputation for being unsafe, and most visitors come in the form of Pakistani diaspora. Despite these vulnerabilities, Pakistan has historically been a resilient economy, withstanding the 1998 Asian financial crisis that affected many fast-growing economies in the region. As of the time of creating this video, $1 can buy $1.45 Australian dollars. In a free-floating currency system, the value of a currency is determined by the forces of supply and demand, not the government. Conversely, a fixed or pegged currency system involves the government setting a fixed exchange rate. This ensures that the conversion rate between two currencies remains constant, so investors do not face any foreign exchange rate risks. It also helps local industries export their goods at a competitive price. However, maintaining a fixed exchange rate is expensive, as the government must keep a large reserve of foreign cash to honor any transfer requests while exporting goods. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Asian economies heavily relied on industrial exports and foreign investment, making fixed exchange rates popular. It's all well and good to have a constant stream of foreign currency coming into an economy, but if something goes wrong, that supply could dry up in an instant. This is exactly what happened in Thailand in 1997, and the consequences were felt throughout the region. Countries like South Korea, Indonesia, Taiwan, and the Philippines, all running similar systems, found themselves in the same boat. As investors started pulling their money out, the entire system began to unravel. The only country that seemed to escape unscathed was Pakistan, which managed to weather a perfect storm of economic shocks, including sanctions, drought, and a swelling population. Despite being a relatively small and unsophisticated economy, Pakistan's resilience during this period is a testament to its self-sufficiency. Pakistan managed to survive multiple economic shocks in the past, but why is it struggling today? Despite experiencing significant economic growth since the sanctions on Southeast Asia were lifted, the current crisis was sparked by the COVID pandemic. Pakistan heavily relied on foreign currency from remittances sent by Pakistani workers abroad, which were converted to rupees and used to buy imports. However, the pandemic cut off this major source of foreign currency, leaving Pakistan with no way to pay for necessary imports. On top of that, the increasing costs of goods like oil and agricultural supplies due to the war in Ukraine added to Pakistan's economic troubles. Furthermore, record floods caused $30 billion worth of damages and claimed over 1,700 lives. While Pakistan's economy may have further to fall now than it did in the past, it has demonstrated its resilience in the face of challenges. Pakistan's economy, which once proved to be resilient, is now struggling. While the economy has grown significantly since 2000, it faced major challenges when the COVID pandemic cut off a major source of its foreign currency revenue, remittances from Pakistani workers abroad. This created a domino effect, as the government and exchange institutions could no longer trade rupees for dollars to maintain foreign reserves. To make matters worse, the country suffered from record floods and increasing costs of imported goods due to the war in Ukraine. These challenges turned into crises when the government attempted to control living costs by capping electricity and gas prices, leading to shortages and rolling blackouts. To slow the rate at which foreign currency was leaving the country, the government began banning imports and putting restrictions on cash transfers, leading to multiple exchange rates and a falling currency. The International Monetary Fund has offered to provide loans to help Pakistan restock its reserves, but with strings attached. With the average Pakistani living on only $15 a day, it is crucial to find a solution before the country becomes vulnerable to a situation where basic essentials cannot be imported. The current economic situation in Pakistan is dire, with a number of challenges turning into full-blown crises. To try and control living costs for the financially vulnerable, the government has implemented a cap on electricity and gas prices. This has resulted in major expenses for the government, leading to shortages of fuel and rolling blackouts in some regions. Despite the government's efforts to slow the rate at which foreign currency is leaving the country, many are still trying to swap their rupees for more globally recognized currencies. This has resulted in the country technically having 3 different exchange rates, all of which are falling. To address these issues, international institutions such as the IMF have offered loans, but these come with conditions attached. China has also provided loans as part of its Belt and Road Initiative, but this assistance also comes with expectations of geopolitical alignment and access to Pakistan's natural resources. Despite the challenges, the government has been hesitant to allow the country's currency to float freely in the foreign exchange market. However, if they want to access the loans being offered, this may be a necessary step. Ultimately, the well-being of the average Pakistani is at stake, and finding a solution that balances economic stability with the needs of the people is of utmost importance. If Pakistan can secure funding to keep its economy afloat, despite the drop in confidence caused by recent economic shocks, there's hope that exports can be resumed, vital imports provided, and the trust in their own currency restored, allowing growth to get back on track. Now it's time to rank Pakistan on the Economics Explained National Leaderboard. Let's start with size. Pakistan has a 2021 GDP of $348 billion, making it the 42nd largest global economy, earning it a 6 out of 10. However, the GDP is spread out over one of the largest populations in the world, so each individual only contributes $1,505 worth of output to the economy every year, earning it a 2 out of 10. Stability and confidence are poor due to the recent economic shocks and messy political rivalry, earning it a 3 out of 10. Growth has been strong over the past decade, but has stalled since 2018, earning it a 6 out of 10. Finally, industry in Pakistan is basic with an unskilled workforce and no major global corporations, although it does have substantial natural resource wealth. Therefore, Pakistan gets a 4 out of 10 for industry. Overall, Pakistan's average score is 4.2 out of 10 on the leaderboard. As we conclude this video, it's clear that Pakistan's economy is facing significant challenges. However, it's important to remember that the country has a rich history and a vibrant culture, and its people have demonstrated remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. It's up to the leaders and citizens of Pakistan to work together to find solutions to the economic problems facing the nation. By addressing the root causes of these issues and implementing effective policies, Pakistan can build a stronger and more prosperous future for all its citizens. Let's remain hopeful and continue to support the efforts of those working towards a better tomorrow for Pakistan.